Okay, we're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Fashionably Late Times 2 to live on Friday, Living Your Best with Dr. S. Anyway, hoping this works. We definitely have internet issues out here. You'd swear we're out in the boondocks over here, trying to get the internet to work. So we'll give it a couple minutes to make sure that it's going to happen, but I think we're okay. All right. So a lot of really cool things to talk to you about today. With kind of, I guess, in reaction or response to everybody's questions and wondering what's going on over here, I wanted to go ahead and take this opportunity to really bring you all up to speed on things we're doing. I know that you guys may have seen our post last night or yesterday evening for our new Kids Swell program that we are very excited to do. And truly, it's not that it's anything frankly new. It's just that we've had a lot of moms and a lot of parents asking for us to, did we offer our kind of specialized testing for kids? Mainly our gut mapping, mainly our nutritional genetic testing and things like that. And of course we always did, but we kind of just made exceptions and did it for the kids of people who are already patients. And so considering all the positive feedback and considering that I have done the poop test on 2 of my own kids and saw really fantastic results, I felt like it was in my heart that it was definitely something that I needed to incorporate more and actually kind of create a little program that would be fun to do for you guys. It's kind of interesting. I was having a conversation with a colleague a couple weekends ago, and he is about to turn 50. And so, he said, and he's a physician over in Lafayette, where I'm from, and he said something to me that really just stuck with me. And he said, if I could, as I'm 50 and I'm asking myself questions about, what kind of doctor do I want to be? What if I could put my stethoscope down, what would I do? And one of the things he said that really hit home was, he said, I would really try to dig into the 8-year-old and look at nutrition and things that could help the 8-year-old, not the 18-year-old. He said, I really feel like if you could look at the microbiome, fatty acid levels, nutritional genetics, things like that in these young kids, that's where you're really making a difference. Kids who might be having behavioral stuff, or all of a sudden you find yourself as a parent, wondering, do they have ADD? Why are they doing not as good as they can in school? Or maybe you're just wondering, golly, am I doing everything I can do for them? And I know it's hard, right? I have 4 of my own, and it's so hard to find that balance with them. And how do you know you're doing it right? And it's a scary thing, and I can speak to this as a mother, when someone starts talking about medications, chronic medications that, your child may need and is actually being recommended. It's such a very conflicting feeling as a parent. And so how can we utilize more diagnostic tools, more things to just give us information so that we understand not only ourselves, but how our children are created and how we can help support them to be the best they can be. So it just stuck with me that he said, if you can change the life of a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old, that's when you're really making a difference. That's when you're really changing the future, and you're changing the future of medicine, but you're changing the future of our future, right? Of generations to come. And so I had kind of been very resistant in the past, just really because of a capacity issue of wanting to embark on even advertising that we did a lot of peds here, or certainly that we had any type of peds wellness program that fell in line with what we do for adults. But I really, after I hung up the phone with him, I said, all right, somebody's telling me that I really need to do this. And so here we are. So we are excited to launch our Kids Swell program. And the idea is to, keep your kids swell. And so that includes all of the things that we already do here. But we would love to have kind of a sit-down discussion with the way that we do things about not only you, but also your kids, or any concerns you have. Do they need vitamins? Do they not? What should they be eating? What should they not? How do you find balance with those things? And what are some other really cool diagnostics that we can use to make sure that they're as healthy as they can be? And maybe have some other options of things we can do before we discuss chronic medications for these children. And then again, if you're going to need to use the chronic medications, well, then we sure as heck want them to work as good as they could and not cause secondary nutritional deficiencies or, side effects or problems long term. So that is what that program is about. Again, it's kind of new, but nothing new. And so we just want to say that we are open and we're ready to embark on that journey with you to help you and provide the utmost wellness that you can for those kiddos that we know you love and care about, sometimes even more than yourself. So oftentimes. So anyway, that's a cool, fun thing. And I love our cool, fun logo that we came up with yesterday that, of course, is so cute. And yes, the doctor is supposed to be me when I was little, but I did not necessarily have blonde hair and pigtails. So I was actually very tomboyish, so I probably should have had like camo pants on and that. But anyway, so that is what that is all about, and it is us being here to kind of help you because what we do is family medicine. So that brings me into the bigger picture of where this practice is going and growing. The first thing, and it kind of curtails on what we talked about last week, which of course I became an emotional Cajun again last week and got all teary-eyed, so I won't do that today, hopefully. So, but I've really been searching, and anyone who's kind of been around here, certainly my friends and family, and the girls here, we've really been searching, on the one hand, acknowledging the fact of what a tremendous blessing this place is and the organic growth that has been amazing and fantastic over the last 4 to 5 years. It's just so humbling and so amazing. With that, we definitely, I've been told by multiple people that we really need to slow down to go faster, right? And that's a really hard thing for me to do. But anyway, we knew that we had grown, we have all these services now. It's very clear to me where we are going in the future. And as I've said before, the turning point for me was this year, and despite COVID and despite all of the challenges that are still ongoing, I've had multiple physicians come and partner with me here and want to do what we do because they see the value in it, and they kind of look at all the options of things they can do, and they really want to do medicine this way. That is amazing, and that is definitely a little bit of a mind shift of where I was probably even 6 to 9 months ago, concerned that, gosh, I really need some help to keep going in the direction I want to go. So that is fantastic. So we now have 3 physicians here and a nurse practitioner and a huge staff of a ton of people to help us do medicine the way we want to do it. And so I'll just give you a little bit of background. When I first I finished residency, and then I took a job. I was employed by Louisiana Heart Hospital, and I was there. I took a 3-year position there, and at about year 2, for a lot of different reasons, and this could probably be a whole book, but I just felt a void and felt that I really wanted to, I had not followed my dream, which was to do private practice and hang a shingle and try to do it my way, kind of because of a lot of different pressures, change in healthcare climate, and really a little bit of fear, to be honest. So I took a job at the Heart Hospital, which truly was a wonderful blessing in and of itself. I was with a lot of great doctors, and it was a great place for me to land fresh out of residency with a lot of support. But as everything started changing there from a corporate standpoint, I really decided that, I really wanted to go back and try to do my original dream, which was family medicine in private practice. And so I broke a contract actually with them and left to do private practice. And that's a very long story all in itself, but I'll tell you this, that the best laid plans often go awry, and the plan that I had for how that was going to work and be structured kind of fell apart the day I opened. With regard to just some relationships and some other projects we had going on, and all of that kind of went by the wayside in a matter of 24 hours, and here I was opening this practice, and a lot of the support that I thought I had was gone. And so I had to make a very hard decision at that point of, what was I going to do? Was I really going to go to the bank take out a loan, and really try this out in the midst of a lot of uncertainty with where we were with medicine. That is still here, I would definitely say. So I went home that night, probably cried, not the emotional good cry, the bad cry, like holy crap, for a while in a room, in actually my husband's office, and got up the next morning and said, okay, I'm going to call in all my reinforcements, which is my crazy Cajun family. And my granny was a retired accountant, and so she came in town from Lafayette and helped me look at different numbers. And my aunt over in Lafayette had a billing company, and so she was going to help me, with insurance billing and all kinds of things like that. And so anyway, long story short is I went over to the bank and kind of laid out my plan and got a line of credit. And so when I opened the practice, I really said to myself, my promise to myself was that I was going to give everything to this practice for 6 months. And I had a pro forma, and I was going to, do everything the way I would want to do it, the way I'd want to practice medicine for 6 months. And then at 6 months, if it wasn't working, at least I knew it couldn't be done, and then I would go, apply for a job somewhere or whatever. So when my only previous experience was, of course, in residency and then working for the heart hospital, and there are all these metrics they use to decide how many staff members you should get, how many patients you should see, etc., from a business standpoint, right? And so I decided that day that I wasn't going to follow any of those metrics. I was going to hire as many people as I needed and do it the way that I thought it needed to be done. Be very, very passionate about access. Be passionate about spending time with the patients if they needed it. Be passionate about being available and just really providing very comprehensive care and keeping my patients out of the ERs, out of the urgent cares, out of the hospital, and really focus on wellness, focus on prevention, focus on all the things that you can do to help yourself in any situation, be it preventative or acute care, right? And so for 6 months, that's what I did. I broke all the rules, hired way more people than I was supposed to by all all the numbers. And then at 6 months, we had actually outdone the pro forma for the first year. So that was super cool. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do it for 6 months more. And to be completely transparent and honest, I have been on a 6-month plan for about 4 years, and here we are. And so some of the craziness that you may or may not have experienced when coming through the office is really just an organic function of the way that the practice has grown. And that has been a beautiful thing, but it's also been very crazy, right? Because as patients needed things, as I did more training and other types of medicine, as I even just embarked on relationships that really just came my way, I've slowly added things into the practice to make this more whole care, right? Complete care. Back to all those things that the staff said last week of what we do here. So with that said, we really have, and COVID gave me the time to do it to some degree, but we really have kind of taken a step back and said, okay, this is what we do here. This is why we do it. This is what we want to keep doing, and we want to try to keep doing it for more people. What is the best way in which we can? So with that said, part of an effort to, or maybe the beginning of that effort was about a year ago when we implemented our membership plan, which was crazy in and of itself. But the purpose of that was to really hone in on the fact that we did do a different kind of medicine here, which we call complementary medicine, which is kind of alternative medicine, right? The fact that we talk to you about nutrition and supplements, and we give you a bunch of different things that you can do from a preventative standpoint and from an acute standpoint, right? And so we did that membership, and it's actually been a beautiful thing. It was a little antagonistic because it's different and it's not by the book, and no one's ever heard of anything like that. But that's kind of what this practice is about, right? I mean, I think that we could all agree the future of healthcare needs some changing. It needs some people to rock the boat a little bit, right? I think we've all had an experience, if not recently or in the past, where you're just kind of left feeling like, golly, what's going on? What's happening to doctors? What's happening to this healthcare system? where are we in the world today with taking care of ourselves and the people who we love? And so we are here to say that we do it different because it needs to be different. And I would argue that different is better. And I think that we've proven that over the last 4 years. And now I can feel real confident in saying that because I have doctors calling me asking to work here because they want to be a part of what we're doing. Because guess what? It's super rewarding. Nothing is better than getting your patients better to where they don't need you, right? We don't want to be a place where you have to come here every 3 months to do the same test and get the same meds, and then we're going to add the next med on. We really don't want to do that. We'll do it if we have to, and sometimes you just do, but we really want to give you all the tools to do everything else you can do to heal yourself, to know yourself, to understand yourself, so that you can live longer better. I think we can all appreciate that we have an aging population, and now we have a generation of people who, your grandma or whoever might be on 15 different medications at one time, and man, they're like even frustrated, they feel horrible every day, and they're at the point in their lives where life's too short for them to feel bad every day. And how did we get there, right? So our journey is definitely to embark on a new road with you, to even to some degree, stand here and call for a movement in that we need to do medicine, we need to do health care, not disease care. We need to do back to old school, right? Back to really revisiting and making the foundation of what we do that patient-doctor relationship, and listening to our patients and having time to spend with them and understanding where they are and what their needs are, which is different for every single one of them. The light went off, so we are having technical difficulties, but it's okay. So with that, I would like to say that I'm very, very excited that we have really revamped our whole membership program to really represent everything that this practice has grown into and how we plan to move forward. And so our new membership is called our DS360 membership because I think people asked me, and this goes back to last week, I had so many people say, well, what do you do here? And it was so hard for me to answer that question because I felt like we just do so many things. And ironically, it wasn't really a statement that summed it up. It was a number. And so it really is that we give 360-degree care, and we give it uniquely for you. We love the fact that all of our patients are different, and that not two people may need the same medicine, even if they have the same diagnosis. And we love to meet you where you are and explore those things. And so our new membership is our DS360, and that is because we are here to provide 360-degree care. And that means 365 days a week. That means the whole you and everything about you. That means your whole family. It means head-to-toe comprehensive care with both preventative and acute needs. So I can tell you that we are not necessarily an insurance-driven practice, but we do take insurance because your insurance most insurance plans do great things when it comes to, hey, we want to be your urgent care, right? If you have strep throat, we want to see you. If you have abdominal pain, we want to see you. We offer ultrasounds to work things up. If you have chest pain, we want you coming here. We don't want you to have to go to the ER. We want to be able to be here for you in any acute situation, and we are open 6 days a week. With our 24-hour text line for that reason, right? We don't want you to feel like you can't get in touch with us, especially when you need us, right? Especially when you're scared and you're wondering what is going on. So for your acute care, we are here 360 degrees to help you through those needs. But we also are very passionate about our prevention, right? We are so passionate about getting you off meds, not having to use meds, preventative health and wellness. We love that. I know I'm super passionate about that. A lot of what we do here is nutritional things to keep you going in the right direction. And those things may change as your season of life changes, right? And so we definitely provide 360-degree care with term to wellness. It's not just let's check the boxes and look at your CBC and your cholesterol. It's way more than that. From a preventative standpoint, if we followed regular preventative wellness, with insurances, so to speak, you can't even check an insulin level. Nobody's, talking about diabetes way before you have diabetes. Have that discussion way early on, right? Hone into what you're even capable of doing. Are you capable? What kind of nutritional things is your lifestyle capable of? We are all running around to the ballpark or wherever, meeting you where you are to give you the tools that you need to do your best. That is what we're here with as far as prevention goes. So I would tell you our 360-degree membership is about providing comprehensive care on a whole new level. And so I'll just read off our bullet points that I want to make sure that I told everybody about. We now have a team of physicians who all practice the complementary medicine approach, which is what I stand for here. And they have come here and been trained by me, and I am absolutely an integral part in the driving force behind everything we do here. They are all just as passionate as I am, both on a personal and a professional level, of how much the style of medicine we do here is just better and what we stand for. And that is in both preventative and acute situations. So it's a blend of traditional and non-traditional. More complementary medicine is our nutritional things and other things that we do and talk about to help you achieve your health goals really in the best way for you. We do use complementary medicine, meaning we talk about nutrition, alternative options, supplements, vitamins, in addition to pharmaceuticals or in the place of, and we will, guide you in what's right for you at what time. We are all trained, and we did extra training in all of those things. We have a 24-hour direct line, and as I said, that was one of the first things I ever implemented when I went into private practice years ago, because access is huge. And I don't want you to get a phone call when you call this office that says, we're not open. If this is emergency, call 911 or go to your nearest ER. Absolutely not. We do not believe in that. You should be able to get in touch with us at any time of any day. We are here to support you. So that is, I'm very passionate about that and have been from the start. So another thing is we do have a full formulary of in-house supplements. I know there's a lot of information online. Buy this, take this. Is it good? Is it worth it? I think that just like a pharmaceutical, the supplements and vitamins are not all equal either. And so, you really want to know that you're using a good product and you don't just have expensive poop with nothing good in it. So anyway, we have that. We have virtual telemedicine options. You guys all know about that. When appropriate, we absolutely are there. And of course, COVID has kind of helped us to utilize that on a broader spectrum. We have access to labs. We do specialized testing. That has to kind of do with our DS Therapeutics menu of all the other testing, gut mapping, things like that, nutritional genetics, all the extra stuff that we love to do, because we found that definitely it has a place for the patients who see us, and it's fun because it allows us to explore things that are going on with you, or really just help you understand yourself better and live better, right? Feel better, live better, have a better quality of life. We also do have full ultrasound capabilities, and we do vascular ultrasounds, cardiac, all of those things. If you have abdominal pain, we can look at your gallbladder. We do thyroid, we just do head to toe. We have our ultrasound techs have been working a long time. They're really good. We love them. And so we do have that on site every single day, not on Saturdays, but every day of the week. And then we also have our consultations with our nutritionist, who's also a fitness trainer, and we have a medical weight loss program and exercise program, which we've been talking about a bunch, but we love that. And that was really foundationally for me. The first thing, offering some nutritional weight loss options was the first thing I ever did that was kind of off the grain, I guess you could say, that really a lot of what we do here now organically grew from that. So it was fun to be able to, hold off on a diabetes medication for 3 months and give somebody a good old protein shake or some other vitamins and put them on a really good diet, and then they came back and man, it was, we've had A1Cs go from 10.5 to 5.3 in 3 to 6 months. There's probably a couple that I've done that in 3, and man, that is fun when you get a patient who really cured their diabetes with no medication in under 90 days. That is like the really cool stuff. So we love to do that here. And we do that, of course, with doing good, whole nutrition and wellness, exercise programs, really honing in on offering that. In my opinion, should be, if that's not discussed at almost every single visit of when you see your doctor, then we're really missing out on a realm of thing. I mean, if food is your medicine at the first source, we should be talking about that all the time. So, and it's hard because we do live in Louisiana, and of course there's a lot of good things, but you can still eat good things and do well. Okay, we do body composition assessments. So at every visit, we have it available that you can do a body scan. It's similar to an in-body. A lot of people know that. Anyway, it looks at your body fat composition, your muscle mass, your hydration status, and that really helps us hone in on where you need help. It's not about just calories in, calories out. It's not about weight loss. If you're losing muscle mass when you lose weight, then you're really doing yourself an in-service. If you don't lose weight but gain muscle mass, then you're burning more calories just sitting here talking to me. So we really like to hone in on your personal body composition and what you need to go in the right direction, right? For long-term healthy weight loss that's right for you. We also offer monthly yoga sessions. We had our first one a couple weeks ago, and it was so much fun. The women who came actually had never done yoga before, so it was just phenomenal. It was a great way to start the Saturday. We were actually in the waiting room when the sun came up. It was an amazing experience. It was a wonderful time to share with some of our patients, and so we absolutely are going to be very committed to keeping that going for a ton of reasons, but it's nothing but good. So we want to give you access to that. That'll be monthly for now. If it grows, we may offer it more than that, but it's monthly at this time. And then access to weekly wellness videos, right here, right? So we are actually, I just had a meeting today to really try to hone in and improve and kind of up our game, so to speak, of getting wellness information to you with emails, with text access, with these videos, with even a wellness blog, things to just give you good information, because there's so information out there that I feel like a lot of what I feel in my heart is a good thing for me to do is to share what we have learned from our patients, that what we have learned from doing extra training with that medical background, to really help you hone in on what's right for you. So again, we also have, in my opinion, 360-degree staff here, because we have, it's not just necessarily now, I can say every time you come in, just a one-on-one conversation with just me. And we'd all like to think that that's the best thing ever. However, I think that sometimes the conversations you have with other people here are even more important sometimes than the conversation you've had with me, right? I mean, we have, I've said for a long time, and I've said this recently more, I'm really good at telling you what to do, but not at how to do it, right? So I'm really put a lot of reinforce the idea that we really want to give you the how. We want to help you do what we're asking of you, right? And so to do that, we have a dietitian, nutritionist, fitness trainer, nutritional genetic coach, a team of RNs who handle our phones for medical providers here, wonderful practice managers, and a huge, wonderful front staff who is to direct you and even help you understand your insurance and what it pays for and all of that stuff that's just scary and frustrating and frankly antagonistic often at times, but we know that it's just part of what we're here to do, and so we're on that journey with you. So anyway, our team definitely is super excited to really implement our new membership, which is our 360-degree membership. And it is going to be structured different than the membership in the past. And so I'm sure all of you are wondering, oh my gosh, what does this mean? I pay $9 a month for my membership, and what is she about to say, right? Well, the good news is, against what I was advised by multiple people, but that's okay because I like to do it. I like to, go against what people tell me sometimes. But anyway, every patient who's already a paying member here is grandfathered in. So you are going to get all this stuff, which you've already started to get, at no different than your $9 a month. I love loyalty. I do believe that, see, I'm going Cajun all of a sudden again. I'm not going to do it. But it's true that I feel like I owe it back to the patients who have been with us from the start of our whole transition to do complementary medicine and do it the way that I really felt in my heart should be done. And some of you questioned it, and that's fine, and some of you didn't, and that's fine too. But for all of you who have stood by us and done our membership from the beginning, which was different, and you're kind of a huge part of why we're here, right? We made it happen. I was able to continue to do the medicine I wanted to do. And so, and grow it and touch more people's lives. And so for that, I'm here to say that I want to give back to you. And so it's going to stay the same. You are grandfathered in. You get all these wonderful services here. And even as we continue to grow, and for your $9 a month. For all of our new patients coming in, the new cost in line with DS360 is going to be $30 a month for a single person, and then $50 a month for families. The $50 for a family is, if you're a husband and wife, or if you're a mom and you have 4 kids, or if you're a husband and wife and you have 7 kids. Woo! But anyway, it's still $50 because we believe in family medicine, right? So you can get all crazy and complicated with how to do that, but we just said let's keep it simple. So our DS360 is really less than $1 a day, and you get all of these wonderful things that I just said. So for all new patients, and for our patients who are already here who are telling people to come to our clinic, I just wanted it to be clear for you guys and kind of give you the live version of how I think about what we do here and how our new membership is going to be structured moving forward, and also to tell all the people who've been with us from the get-go, thank you so much, we love you, and nothing changes for you guys. But for our new patients, $30 a month, $50 for a family. We are more than happy to discuss that with you further, or call us or whatever. But that's starting November 1st, and so we're very excited to be able to continue to grow and provide you all these services that we think are worth way more than $1 a day, but we really wanted to try to make it as cost effective as possible, because we certainly don't want to try to be just the elitist doctor or not take insurance or anything like that. We just want the people coming here to see us who want the comprehensive care we do. We can't help ourselves but give it to you every single time, and so we want people coming here who see the value in that, who love what we do, want to be a part of what we do, and so we want to continue to grow in the right direction. And so here we are. So we are very excited for this. I feel like we finally have it organized. I have a great support system, a ton of staff to make sure that we are doing it right for you every time. And we are very excited to stay loyal to our patients who've been with us forever. And that is just part of what we stand for. So with that said, I know you're all wondering, as we embark on a mission to change the future of healthcare and have you with us doing it, what is the giveaway today? So I would love to say that the giveaway is for everybody, but it's actually not, because it just can't be because of what I just said. So what we're going to give away today, and I did not ask Sam for this permission. She's not here today. She may be watching. I don't know. She's probably not going to be happy about this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we are going to give away a free year-long membership to one new patient. So the way that's going to work is, I know all of you tag your friends and tell your friends to come see me, and now you're gonna be like, haha, you should have went a year ago, told you. I know how y'all are. I know you are. Don't do that. Don't be like that. Anyway, tag your friends, tell your friend to come, and whoever is tagged in here or shares, who is a new patient who comes to establish with us in the next month, let's say the next month, we will pick one of you to surprise you with a free membership. So, maybe tag somebody who you feel like, I had a patient this morning who actually doesn't have insurance because she's going through a rough time, and a ton of people have been telling her to come here, and she was so worried about cost and different things, and I think that's real. I think that we all worry about that, especially now. Tag a person, give us a little hint of who you think should be this person who gets their free year-long membership. That's a $360 value, and we, of course, love to give that away because giving is my love language, and so it makes me feel good. So I definitely want to be able to help more people be able to continue to do what we do, grow what we do, and offer you more here than just, we don't want to be the doctor who spends 5 minutes with you, who brings the computer in the room and, types into the computer the whole time. I get why we've gotten there as a healthcare system in general, but we're here to say that you can do it differently and better. And it's worth less than $1 a day to live your best. And that's what we stand for here. So anyway, we are super excited. Welcome to our DS 360 membership program. It's a fun thing to be able to put this all together and deliver it to you in an organized fashion and really hone in on you guys understanding what we're all about here. And we are about 360 care. So tag, share, like a friend. Sorry that this giveaway is not going to be for someone who's already a patient, but you've already gotten your giveaway for the day. All of you, every single patient, right? Because you're grandfathered into our new membership. But this is going to be for one special person who maybe has been wanting to come here and just hadn't, pulled the trigger, hadn't done it. Maybe they've had a bad experience in the past with their previous doctor, or just maybe they're in a rough situation. We want to be here to be able to help. So anyway, I hope this was informative. If you have questions, please, you can comment, you can call, ask whatever you need. We also have Gina, who's my wonderful nurse, who is in the background of all this, helping us to make sure that we hone in on helping the patients on an individual basis get scheduled and knowing what their needs are. So we really intend to try to do everything that we've been doing and just do it on a whole new level. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope this was helpful. I hope that a little bit of the transparency of the background of how we even got here was good. That could be a book. But I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I'm so grateful for the growth that we've had and for our future together, changing medicine and changing lives. So hope you guys have a wonderful week. Bye.